Hello, Twitch, and hello, YouTube. Yes, Stormblood it is. But before we do that, I am going to be doing some White Mage stuff. Hello, I clicked on you. Hello? Good. I was going to say, this is a terrible start already. So let me scale that. I don't know why that's so small. There we go. But yes, I am testing some stuff out. Right now, the game audio kind of lowers when I start talking. I don't know how good that's going to be, mind you, but we'll see how that goes from here. So, like, when scenes, like, happen where I don't want to be talking, the game audio can naturally go up, and it's just all good for me. Thought you might come, Azurius of the White. You sensed it, yes? The agitation of the elementals? I suggest you present yourself to Brother Sumiyan and Stillglade Fane. He will no doubt welcome your assistance in identifying the origin of this disturbance. I just got landed on. Alright, so the Conjurer's Guild we go. So yeah, as you can tell, I am attempting new things today. I have many new things, actually, I should say. I have, obviously, the audio going up and down, depending on if I'm talking or not. I have a new mouse. I'm not sure if I had that on the last stream or not. I can't recall. But we'll see how that goes. That's why, like, you see on my hotbar here, I have a couple of things. As well as I found out that you can, like, detach the help thing from the HUD. So now it just doesn't clutter my thing when I'm looking at stuff. So now, things might be okay a little bit better anyway. But yeah, I have, like, a mouse with, like, hotkeys on it. So I can not have to sit here and just try to navigate to these later buttons on the thing and all that. You know, all the fancy nonsense. But I'm gonna be using it to hopefully improve my gameplay a little bit. I mean, nothing wrong with it to begin with, but it's nice to have like extra buttons that I have more access to. Not sure how well that's gonna go. That's why I have a couple like just stuff I would normally use like on my daily, like those, and then a Benny, and then the rays all the way in the bottom there. It's basically like the stuff that I use less is like within like I have to curl my thumb much further reach sort of dealy. Azurius, how fortuitous. Ah, Sister Sana directed you to guild? Glad that I am that she did. As I'm sure you have felt yourself, the elementals are in uproar, and whilst I would soon depart on my investigation, the forest's disquiet appears to stem from the lands that cannot be approached in blind haste. I speak of Eastend, at the very edge of the Tuzzwood. Long has this border betwixt Gorabanya and our nation been held by the forces of the Garlean Empire. The Alliance did recently take control of Balser's Vol, it's like Vival, and thus commands the fortifications in the East End, but the stability of the region is yet tenuous at best. So yes, stuff is happening. It would seem Sir Adventure would have you at my side. Are you willing to make the journey? So hopefully, like, if the game audio gets too low, I would like to know, because I'm actually still experimenting with that. So if I'm talking and the game audio gets way too low to where I can't hear it, I will adjust my settings and go from there. I can't tell, honestly, because that's a Twitch thing, and I had to watch my stream, and kind of hard to do that while talking at the same time, that, you know, like, I would need, like, actual, like, ears that aren't mine. Then we need to delay no longer. I've been delaying very longer by talking a lot. So, yes, let's go to Camp 9 Ivies. In the corner there. Okay, that was weird. In the corner there. Of course, there's always, like, the whole problem of, it's a new mouse, so you have to get used to it. Yeah, I have that issue already. I mean, it's a mouse, so it's not, like, terribly hard to figure out, but the extra buttons and the general wideness of it's kind of iffy. Like, the mouse I had before that was really small and quiet, and I liked it. This one's just much bigger, so it's a little bit harder to get used to. Okay, I didn't mean to click on the dungeon, but I actually would like that open, please. I can do this. There we go. Now let's go over here. Yeah, I don't know why my stuff just keeps getting rescaled, and it annoys me to no end. I have no idea why it keeps doing it. I really don't. Thank you again for coming, Azurius. I arrived just moments earlier and bent my ear to the forest whispering. Although here it might be better described as a keening, there is no doubt that we are nearer to the source. And I'm also certain that we are not alone. Come out. You cannot hide your presence from me. Is it Sophie? Yep. Oh, Sophie. You exist again! I should have known you would sense me. Your early failures to attend lessons gave me ample practice at finding those who do not wish to be found. Now, am I to assume that you too have been brought here by the plight of the elementals? Yes, Guildmaster, I'm sorry for leaving off your mission, but I just had to know what was causing all this commotion. You'll return to Stillglade Fane and lead this investigation in Azure and me. Such is the danger inherent in this task that even I felt compelled to request assistance. Please, Guildmaster, let me help. Never I heard the voice of the elementals so clearly before. They want to tell me something, I just know it. And yet that is very something that I, as Guildmaster, am charged to discover. You, as an acolyte, are neglecting your duties back at the guild. How can I ignore their pleas? I feel their unease like chains tightening around my chest. Isn't it my duty as a conjurer to protect the forest? I must project. Their unease? You truly sense this emotion from the river. Their susurrations? Susur? That's a word. You truly wish to return the forest? And I swear by the matron herself, I only want to put into practice the lessons you have taught me. I know what purpose, but if I were to permit this, you must promise to weigh the consequences of your actions. The consequences of your actions before you commit to them. I would not see a repeat of previous incidents. Then I could come? I promise I'll be careful, and I'll be sure to ask for Azure's help the moment I need it. See that you do. Now it's past time we brave the borderlands of Gurabanya. You can travel as far as Amsterdam expired, then the serpent officer will guide us to the ruins of the catchment from there. Okay. In order to continue this quest, you must first undertake the main scenario quest beyond the Great Wall. Did I do that? I did not. Okay. Well, okay. I did not know that was a thing. So yes, we are going to not to continue that, and we are going to go elsewhere for now because I literally just gotta do like one quest, I think. So it's probably fine. Oh yeah. I need to do those because I will eventually learn new white mage stuff, and learning new stuff is good. But right now, I guess I can't. So we'll move on from there. But at least I know there's something going on there. So go over through here and continue. Why do people always do that? I swear, there's always one person standing outside of a thing that teleports you somewhere, and they're always there, just waiting for you to try to click on it, and you click on them. I even have it so like it rejects clicking people, and it still doesn't work. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Yeah, this quest right here, Beyond the Great Wall. Literally the next quest.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am! You know I'd like nothing more!
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available? Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Oh, wrong key. So let's continue on. Let's get through that wall already so I can actually do this white mage stuff.
Ready, my friend?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Gyr Abania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamigan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. That all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
1,000 miles apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? It's nice to see a cutscene where my head actually turns and not my body. Wait, not just yet. I know I've forgotten something important. Please, can you come with me? Let's give you some new clothes. Me? What? Now? Alright if you insist. New expansion, new clothes! What do you think? As you can see, it is designed to be more light and loose. The outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, I might have to stop introducing you as a science receptionist, start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. Glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onward to Girabanya. Our first stop will be the... I still don't know how to say that. Emersyke Spire in the East Shroud. Which is funny because it's an area from, like, just the Shroud. So I was like, It's nice, though, being able to just teleport to the area I need to go. Versus, like, going to the Waking Sands or something. So that's always nice. Just go here. Oh, it's raining. So everywhere in the game, though, just wants me to go to this stupid spire at the moment. What is going on over here? It's a fate. Level 19 fate. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed to Girabanya. You like my warp there? Ah, the signs of the seventh dawn. We are told they expect you. Did I summon someone to escort you to the wall?
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Yay, new nation, new place. And my conjure request literally right in front of me. So let's get that done. But yes, we are actually in like new Stormblood areas. And I noticed that the map like crawled up. So what I'm going to guess is going to happen is I'm actually going to go to a lot of different places in this expansion versus just kind of staying in one area. Whereas Heavensward was like Ishgard and the surrounding areas. I feel like this I'm going to be going to different places a little bit more. But I'm not sure. The closer we are to the east end, the more certain I am more that we are moving in the right direction. Precise location of the disturbance yet eludes me, however. Even from the elementals themselves, I sense only confusion. I fear there is not for it but to conduct more conventional search. I would head southeast, Sophie. See what you may find directly south. Southwest is yours, if there is. Alright, so the first obvious thing is to mend my stuff. I'm gonna make that window bigger. Please stop resetting my windows. Please. Why did I not hit yes? Hello? There it is. That was weird. Oh, yes. Tune to this. Get the Chocobo Keep? I thought I said Choco. I know I said Chocobo Keep because of the other ones, but it looked like you said Chocobokery. I'm like, what's a Chocobokery? Area southeast. So, wow. Huh. Okay, well, looks like we're going to be exploring a lot. Oh, let me guess. More of those. It makes sense. I mean, it's whatever. At this point, I'm going to have to do it. But greetings, Scions. On behalf of the what is this voice I'm giving him right now? Aorsian Alliance. I welcome you to something. Thank you, General. We're relieved to hear that the forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald is not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. Thus, a declaration of war, even if we're not Ilberd's to make. Now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. I said. Ha! Of all the castro in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garlon, what brings you here? Certain missing Alamegan weapon and Draconic Primal, Omega and Shinryu. I think the Shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction and hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. And just like Omega fell to Earth and occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming we should hurry up and find it, regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on to Girabanya, we need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. That's a small window, and I'm fixing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so far, Without Papalimo around, Lise is very more hot-headed, if that makes any sense. Just judging by like how she seems more rash than before, but that's kind of like the brawler attitude. Like there's nothing really holding her back anymore. And of course, I got to remember that why are those so small? I got to remember that I am in territory where I can actually get attacked again. So get off this thing, please. Okay, I didn't realize that would hit me, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not awful, but yeah, right around here is my one quest. That is a ginormous tree, and you are going to attack me. But first, I'd lay out this thingy a teeny bit bigger, maybe 120, and then move it over. Okay. I don't know why this keeps changing on me, but it does. And I swear, it's weird every single time it happens. Okay, so... Go down, please. Also, there's someone talking nearby. Oh, it's a fate. That's what it is. Okay. That's fine, whatever. Now let's solve the mystery of the destination that I walked right by. Oh, they're fine. I was gonna say, they're fine. Strange child. What are you doing? Come here this instant. Serious, what befalls? I felt a surge of panic coming from this direction. Whatever it was, I feel nothing now. Did you see anything? A child? Out here? By your description, the mother may be a hunter, but I am curious as to her choice of hunting ground. Could it be their fear which has the elemental so upset? In any case, it seems the answer to that has run off into the brush. Let us return to Castrum Oriens for the present and learn more of the East End's inhabitants. Okay, so I gotta do that, and I just kind of need to continue my quest. But first, let's end this one. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of things I could fight in the area. There isn't really too many things I could find. Oh, screw you. I'm going back to town. That experience I get from you is not worth it right now. And I'm back in the gate. This gentleman is an officer. Okay, I thought I was talking to the wrong person for a second there. Station at the cashier. May I help you know more of the mother and the child you spotted? Can you believe these folks were living in the forest? I was under the impression that the Eastern settlement was empty. We suspect a connection to whatever is disturbing to the harmony of the Twelvewood. Why don't you spare us a few soldiers and investigate the possibility? Ordinarily, I would be overjoyed to aid in your investigation, but I fear our duties are on the border of demand of full attention. My most sincere apologies, Master Patchel. How inconvenient. This matter is far from resolved, yet I have already been overlong in returning the Silgate fame. Let me handle it, Guildmaster. Would have me entrust this task to an acolyte? You have matured much in the art, it is true, but I can hardly. The elementals are suffering. Someone has to help them, and I'm sure Azure could lend a hand if I needed it. What you say, you Azurius? I had only intended to involve you in this initial foray, but might I ask so that you see the matter through to its conclusion? My thanks. I foresee hardships ahead, but also an opportunity for new discoveries. Pray look in on Sophie's progress even as you continue your own studies. As for you, Sophie, I suspect you make regular reports on your findings. May the matron watch over you both. Oh. Haha! I'm level 63 already. Like, oh, hello, Azurius. It's nice of you to worry, but I've been perfectly safe. As the soldiers at the wall, if I can accompany them on their patrols instead of wandering about on my own. There's more than a few times I thought I sensed something, the briefest of flickers, but the scouts had their mission, and I couldn't risk getting separated from them to confirm my suspicions. I need to check one area in particular, some distance away from the patrol route. Think you can come with me? Here, I'll mark the spot on your map, and we can meet there when you're ready. Marked on my map, right? All the way not marked right there. Never mind, it's there. Alright, well, let's get going then. There's actually one thing I want to do really quickly. Let me unlock this and then swap you and you. Because I notice I kind of gravitate more towards the bottom. So I'd rather have the ones I click more often than not over on the left side. There we go. They don't really hit swift casts as often, I should say. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I already forgot that I can't really not aggro here. And die, please. Let's see here. Somewhere around here, right? A little bit further down. Oh, there's an ether current right there, so that's convenient. You're gonna target me. Yes, you are. Okay. That AoE just looked weird because of the way that I was on the slope. It's actually kind of neat that I actually have to fight things on the field again. It's been a while. I mean, not that long, mind you. I mean, I kind of just did it like heaven's word, but still, it kind of felt like a while. There you go. First off, let me grab this if it lets me. I mean, yeah, it's going to let me. I just mean like in terms of distance. Is that like a giant bear? Yeah, it's a giant bear. Okay, let's see. I don't really see a quick way of getting out of the water without, yeah, I can't Skyrim this. Okay. I'll just have to get attacked by things while I'm trying to get out of the water. But it's okay. It's not like it's gonna be that big of a deal. It's on this side, it looks like. There you go. There we are. Is there a, it looks like there's a town nearby. So if there's an aetheryte, it'd be kind of nice to get that as well. This is the place. Do you feel that? The source must be nearby. And you sure it's the same child? I don't know what's going on here, but her aura is blinding. Come on, we have to follow her. And by have to follow her, she means just kind of... Oh, okay, now it's on that side of the map. Okay, that's fine. I'll check Pike Falls first and see if there's anything there. Probably not, but hello. Doesn't seem to be anything over here, but is this a fate? This is a fate. It's a level 61 fate. Okay, there's a lot of people here, so I might as well join in and help. I am also getting wrecked, and I might want to pay attention to my health. By pay attention, I mean I probably should cast this. So far, so good on this. Honestly, it's not that bad. Everyone seems fine on the health front. I don't think anyone's really even really getting hurt. Taking some time, and all I see is a bunch of effects on screen, but we're good. It seems too low on health, it looks like. Takes forever to kill. I mean, it's only been 4 minutes, but still. dead. Right? Dead. There we go. Alright, I just got something new. Well, let's see here. What did I just get? Great. Where the heck is it? I swore I just saw it. Stone Mastery 3, now I have Stone 4. Oh. It's an achievement, okay. Okay, it's just an achievement. Not a big deal. Alright, moving on. But now I know Stone 4, so that's good. So now anything that attacks me, I'll do big enough attacking. Teeny bit better now. Kind of feels like it doesn't take as long to cast either, but that could just be placebo effect. So, yeah, I am doing a lot more damage. I could tell already. Okay, moving on. So what I'm looking for is in this corner here. Well, I definitely found it. Okay, good. I have a way out. I was going to say, if I didn't have a way out of this water after getting in it, that would have been annoying. Hi, strange child. Oh. That's not a big deal. So they all died just a teeny bit quicker. Like that. There, yeah, me talking to the child is more pressing. Talk, thank you. There we go. Is your text box just gonna be again? It's actually going to be something. Stay away from me. Mama, where are you? You poor thing, you must have been terrified. But don't worry, we'll get you back to your mother. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Mama says they'll take me away and lock me in a cage. Is that what she says? I'm Sophie, and this is Azurius. That apparently disqualifies the stranger thing, but whatever. Now you know our names. Why don't you tell us yours? Then we won't be strangers anymore, right? My name is Gaddy. You don't feel icky like the bad things. Well, I hope that means we could be friends. Come on, Gaddy, let's go and find your mother. Do you know the way home? I don't have any friends. We live in the forest, just Mama and me. Were you hurt when those creatures attacked? Here, let me see. I'll mend that in no time. Watch, a conjurer like me can heal all sorts of wounds. A conjurer? No, don't touch me. There's a surge again. This time it's far more powerful. Gaddy, we have to leave. Well, she's gone. Did you see where she went? No, but we barely took our eyes off her. How did she manage to vanish so quickly? She was taken by the void scent. She learned the trick from a Moogle. Bam. Oh, Moogles certainly are good at disappearing, but I never heard of them teaching the secret of it to anyone else. And that surge of power I felt is gone as well. I don't think it's a coincidence that it faded as soon as Gaddy left. Whenever she panics, I feel her aura just kind of expand. I think the void scent sense it too, and I wagered 3 afternoons of listening to hear Nolando's lectures at the presence of those fiends is what's studying the elementals. Right then, it's time we returned to Gridania and reported our findings to the Guildmaster. Oh, so we're just gonna leave? Oh yeah, I guess so, but not what I'm doing. 'Cause I am going to actually go... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll just go there. I'll just take care of it really quick, why not? There's like a warp back there now. All right. There's a lot of people online today. It's like, why am I talking to you? Like, yeah, there's a lot of people just around in the areas today. It's weird. Hi, Biddy. Bye, Biddy. I've heard Sophie's report. You are both to be commended for pursuing this investigation in so dangerous an area. Judging by your description of Gaddy's unusually potent aura, I'm inclined to agree with the theory that it is her energies which are attracting the void scent. If, as you suspect, the child lives alone with her mother, then it's unlikely she has been trained to control her power. Fear, panic, anger, any strong emotion which might cause her ether to flare dramatically. For ravenous creatures of the void, the scent of such outbursts would be as sweetest as nectar. So if Gaddy were to learn control, then the problem would be solved, wouldn't it? We have assumed much, but know little. Without understanding the exact nature of the girl's gifts, I hesitate to propose a solution. She said she lived in the forest. I'll head out with the serpent patrols again and see if I can't find her in a house. I was going to say outside. A fine idea. Azure, let's continue leading Sophie any support she may require. Come on, let's head back to the Castrum Oriens and we can talk about what to do next. Did you seriously just make me walk well, technically walk all the way back here? Because I teleported. Just the report. Sometimes I feel like people just forget link pearls are a thing. Ooh. Guildmaster is right. We need to learn more about Gaddy herself. I mean, how can a little girl like her have that kind of power that attracts void scent? Well, first things first, I need to find out where she lives, and then hopefully she and her mother will be willing to talk to us. You think we'll be facing more fiends before this is all over? I should probably be practicing my spells. Next quest is level 65. All right, so one more level. That's fine. Let's talk to Lise. Hi, Lise. They all just turned at me in unison. That looks so freaky. As you probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Rogger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Veladina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. If I stick with you, I'm gonna walk a couple feet, disappear, and then I have to go there myself. Yep, that sounds about right. Let's do this. It's not that far. That tree is about to... Yep. Whatever. I could run faster than them. Hello. Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Now we're going up? Okay. Thank you, game, for doing that. Stop. So right along here. All right. Southeast 198. So up there? It's probably up there, yeah. I'll come back to it once I get more mount speed and stuff, I guess. I don't know how long that'll be. I'll probably get it once I can start warping around a little bit better. Can't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. Wondering about the towers to the south? A little bit. It's part of Castellium Villadena. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. They call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see the rotten banner from absolutely moms away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. A little bit of a distance. Hi, big alligator. Let's kind of avoid you. Can I not get up there? Doesn't look like I can get up that way, so I'm gonna have to go around. All right. Wrong button. Whatever. I'm gonna troll them a little bit. I doubt they fell for that, but still. Ah, fine. Get out of the way and die. There we go. All right, let's move on. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Auger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I assume there's some sort of trick to this? Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Stola. Take it that they're very talented mages in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms? Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Ataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way. And don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. And now we go.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
And then it suddenly turned to nighttime. You'll forgive us for our precautions, but we couldn't be too sure that we were across the border. Barrier. We see you now for who you are, though, the Silence of the Seventh Dawn. I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. I'm eager to hear what you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. So this is just one giant town with stuff in it. Yay. Interior, trader repairs. Northern. And then the unattuned crystal. Let's take care of that part. And then talk to this Chocobo Keep over here. Yep. You're a prisoner. You just outright sell them? What do you do? This is a small menu, so. Oh, I gotta like make. Yeah, it's those kind of things. That's not a big deal. Never really is, honestly. I could just go to the store and buy them. Where am I going now? That way. So, since you're clearly watching my stream, is the game too loud? Because I'm still adjusting settings. So when I talk, it's low, but when I stop talking, it gets higher. So pretty much like it kind of has like a thing going on where it's like, oh, hey, neat. Hi, Conrad. I'm standing on your table. How do you feel about that? And now I'm not.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
Alright, and complete. Standing on the table again. What do we got here? Helmet. Nothing really great, but that's because none of these are for my class. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Forgive me, you are free to look around Rolger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. Give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we'll do just that. Let's make most of the opportunity and assess the resistance capabilities. Feel free to poke our noses wherever we will. That's not how you say that word. I like the sound of that. Wheresoever, blah, 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 blah. I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like. Serious? Great, let's get started. Show me around, please. Nope. I bet you think the resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me. But the truth is, we don't even account for half. Got Hellsguard from all the way over here by the spawn in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun in Lake Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beastwomen I suppose, like that one over there. She's in Ninata, and she's been here with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has, the rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Nada made the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magic to twist metals and crystals in shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But even then, most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rolger, shall we? Sounds like a good thing to me. The statue's over there, and closer look means we go over here for some reason. Oh, here we go. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors through these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me his story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the Fifth Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea besieged the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to these mountains of Gurabanya. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. The storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open heavens weep, for no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of Raugr. He'd explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not those precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe in everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, and see us through in the end. Ah, sorry, that was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving then. Shall we? Off to the infirmary! So around over here somewhere is the infirmary. This is the infirmary. As you can probably tell, this is where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad will say. We should go. I'll show the Aetheryte Plaza next. Technically, I guess this is where most people will be like, oh yeah, I could do the thingy now, but then it's like, I already did it, so technically I got my go around of this area as much as I needed to. Alright. Ironically enough, I feel like it'd be more cost effective for me to literally to warp to the Aetheryte and save time instead of running there, but whatever. Let's kinda get going. When you see one Aetheryte, you see them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design. Kinda. Dating back decades to when the Fist of Raugr was still here. May look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where those lures are next. Don't forget to attune the Aetheryte before we go. Already did. It's not like back in the day when I would forget to do that. I can actually mount in this town. That's, I mean, I guess technically this is like a slight town, but yeah, I could just get on my mount here. That's fine. Kinda neat. Arms, armors, potions, you name it. These folks got it. Bombs, lamp oil. No, I'm kidding. The resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, often no one allies are here. Why don't see how they're getting on? I am going to I'll pick that. Ooh, new stuff, but it sucks. Come to take a measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants? They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they'd be lucky to escape with their lives. It's a gamble, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I sent someone to fetch a Stola and Kryl, if you'd like to follow me. And it just warped me right here. Cool. I'm standing on the chair. Whoops. How do I always get here first?
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monago and Mefred will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Great video game. There we go. Right then, Monago and Mayfred are to be our keepers. Knowing not what they require, one task is as good as another. Make your choice. I'll just take that thingy. Actually, wait. Technically, you don't need that thingy. It's not as good. Let's go for that thingy. Ether compass may now be used to locate ether currents in new regions. You can misplace your compass. You may attain another by speaking with Gilbrand or the Forgotten Knight. Okay, so I already have it. It's all good. Alright, so I got 2 quest lines to do. Sounds familiar? Attack both at the same time then. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we meet again here of all places. I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, huh? Of course I remember you. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting about all your time in Quarry Mill. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo when Galleon was recovering. Gundabal was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo. Others went to Uda for work. As you can see, I chose to come back to Girabanya and join Conrad and the others. I kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have better luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Yeah, that's right, you're from Alagana, aren't you, Elise? By all means, we welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Okay, talk to you next. What do we got here? Before we begin, I'd like to thank you in silence for again patching me up after I bled all over your floor. You value my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait. But a part thank you was at least you deserved. My apologies. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as telling the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Alright, well, I should join you in on this. General Alden commands the forces of Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it into it in his hands. Great, just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Alright, I got 2 quests to handle. An escort mission and an escort mission, technically. All I gotta do is just kind of speak to places and things, and that's about it. So I'll get started with this one. And the other one is over there, so let's click on you. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. On a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here, but there's also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We need to tread carefully. Well, Imperials shouldn't be that hard of a thing to handle, honestly, so let's take care of that.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
We're a glamour in place here too. As you may have noticed, so far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The villages to the east keep watch for patrols as we move. Gonna be dealing with a lot of brown in this expansion, it looks like. There's a ether current right up there. See if I can get it. Go. So I'm getting not very far. There's an aetheroid right over here, which is where I'm going. Aetheroid all the way down here. A lot of places to go. They're an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagan is due east past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. By not much further, it's quite a distance, actually. I like discovering new locations, just getting experience for it. It's always fun. It just stinks that you can't switch jobs and get more experience from it. Like, it will, like, scale the amount of experience you get, which I think is kind of stupid. I'm moving. I don't even think my character realistically touched the ground on that. I just kept casting spells over and over and over again. And he was just like never like touched the ground with his feet. And we're here. Before I talk to you, let me talk to them. Hello. There you go. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. Feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. This has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Ah, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than that, than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered to his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, remember that Alagana lost a few youths as well. It is true that there should be others sympathetic to the cause. Again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not that you didn't want a place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when the Imperial spy is listening. Must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact that he can be trusted. Listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. There's still more brave men and women willing to fight here. Got boots and pants. Raganfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. And by present, it means go over to this thing and click on it so you can warp here when you need to. Sounds like a plan to me. There you go. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I know of your more recent troubles. Ah, so your comrades in Mefford. I see, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such as rumor. Is it true? They lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. I come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We had made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time, hold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. Take our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what we got. I hate the dastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefford. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now leave us be and never return. You got no right to speak to us like that. I got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed. And that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home. What are you going on about? Wait, you know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Please Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. Hey, Roger, last time I saw you, you were still alive, and I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. My sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we gotta carry on in the fight. You don't sound like him. As you say, I have no right to tell you to leave. I like on as much as your home as it is mine. I'll say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Well, that went nowhere. But you're not a cat. Okay. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. We're hoping Ryan Granford might help us recruit more of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we first need to regain their trust. It's risky and hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly. No problems I got and see if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's roll up and ask around. I will take boots. Alright, so it looks like we got 2 quests in the area. Might as well tackle both. Best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your priest and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't one you used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially at the cold nights. Our labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. The way that this person's talking just makes me want to be like that one character from SpongeBob is like, every night I break my arms, or every day I break my arms, and every night I break my legs, or something like that. It's so weird. There's tea what helps with it though. I need a grind a chipuli horn and hornbill talon for the blend. Hey, you go and get some for me, just like that. You needn't trouble yourself, so. Well, I'll also talk to this person. New face in Alagana? Huh, what will you have asking me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks, there ain't none more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you to go about your business with more discretion. Talking to me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grimmin in need, and he's got something for me. Can you go get it? Right then, Brian Curl is his name. Ask him for his leftovers, they ought to understand. Alright, so over there and over there. Basically back the way we came on both fronts. Alright then. Which, right there? And, okay. That's not a gate. That's a gate though. So what am I looking for? This thing. You're dead. Okay, now I gotta kill a hornbill, which will be in that general direction. That thing? It's a little further south, or west. One of the directions. That thing. Has to be that thing. Yes, it is. Alright, you're dead. Alright, next I have to go down this way. Over there. Okay. That's a level 70. I'm gonna avoid that thing like the plague. I know I won't move much faster, but I might as well. It's like almost constant sprint, so it's not that big of a loss. Hello. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother has sent someone in instead. So be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy mine, so be careful when you pick them up. I can take care of it. I can still move at normal speed, so whatever. I can literally just teleport there, too. Alright, that's both quests taken care of. Let's just turn them in. Here you go. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? That I do. Ah, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand. In case you're curious what it's all for, the rocks by the lake's got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass by any other plotting quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side. Bundle up and sell to the suitlers would trade with the resistance. It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in imperial uniform, shipping him off to some faraway Providence 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even, but if he were alive, it would not be long for this world if you were caught fighting for resistance, so this is the best we could do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. You find most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That that we know why you're here, and even that we can't join you, we wish we could. Been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? Well, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people would actually. This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. Imperials, they made it known I'm not to be helped. Dead man's good for one lesson, you know. Whereas a live one, You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God rest his soul, was sickly deaf at the time, and so I gone out into the forest spear in hand to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into Imperial Patrol. Women marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it made any difference if I fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. It didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people would just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, I, and many others I imagine. Help them too if you like. Be grateful to say thank you, but beyond that I wouldn't hope for much. Well, I didn't get much out of that. Oh, there you are, Azure. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this fruit shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced to seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in link with the Resistance. It's not much, but I tell them in future it's better to hide what little they got left. How's the lease getting on, by the way? I think people would be more inclined to trust the local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of this dastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to be help the poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy, so we'll go and storm the cash room for pickaxes and shovels. Leave all of you before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all of my heart. If you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say I do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Meffred. I like how they both just vanished. Why is he so far down? Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one willing to hear us out. Can't blame them given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know. But if anything, I just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim they know the struggle like they do either. At least I ran too, But if I hadn't, I'd never met Azurius or the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. What's going on here? Or Krata, the tribute him and the bloody rat man, they... You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Queekern attacked. They took my brother and my money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Rikrada's the only family I got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat. If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. We gotta get after them. If there's even a chance her brother's still alive, we have to try. Alright, let's go and help them then. But I'll grab these things. So Rikrada is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Queekern bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there should be a lot of them. But they ran north when... Okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna go the right way. Oh, get out of here. Die, please. Thank you. Moving on. What? I hate when the game does that. Alright, moving on. So more this way. Seems I'm gonna be wanting to hunt some of these things down, like all the ether currents and stuff. I literally just walk right by them. That's fine. Get all these ether currents, like, off stream or something, unless I happen to find them all. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. This is not a... Okay. I thought it would be a, thingamabobber, but that's fine. I'll just do this thing. Oh, they interrupted me. Fancy. It's been a while since that's happened. Okay, moving on. Roger, whatever I do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I can hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. And also murdered a ton of rats. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Roger be praised. She's safe, and you fought your way here just for me? I think there are still good brave folk in this world. Should go before the Queen can return to forest. Do you still have the tributum? Oh gods, the tributum. Imperials will be running where I am. I have to go. Wait, what, right now in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Azurius, my friend, I think we need to go to after Ricotta. Wait, you better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that. I do. I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. I don't know if that's range, but whatever. Did he just jump down? He just jumped down. And I'm totally fine with this! I probably should heal. There we go. I already checked this one, though. That's weird. Yeah, I thought. Go this way, then. This one, maybe? Any luck? Chocobo feather. The chocobo feather, is it? I by my reckoning came from Rakata's bird, in which case... There's a Rakata's bird just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find out soon enough. Wait a minute now. I expect you'll come thundering around the bend and get the cover quickly now.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor, assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Heard the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsman doing the bidding of Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down any last one of them myself. I'll take this thing, I guess. Kata's alive, and the tribute has been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around and see if the skulls decide to return. We best get back to Alagana and tell Randgriffith. Randgriffith if his man got the job done. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Ricardo told me everything. And he fought with the Greek Kern and saved his life. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Redford's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father, that much is plain. I think Roger you did not. Because it wouldn't have ended with them. Ricardo and his sister would have been branded insurgents, not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but their dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's what more can be said. Only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? They put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right, so you grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I knew you and yours mean well, I do. I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness, that we got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor will I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. She said I'm walking the same path, but I pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. She go see if she's alright. How about running off like that? Alamegans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect them to storm a cash room with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Ricardo to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. Can't complain to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran. The look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, you found me. Got something else to say? That I do. I am said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spat about how I loved my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Ricardo, but you did. Made me feel like a bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them, so I will if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But there's not just me. There are others I know I've been thinking about for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Roger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go speak with the others and send word when we're ready. So, think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let's return to the Reach. got something out of it, so that's nice. But I think this is probably this part of the quest line done. I probably have to do the other side in a moment. First of all, allow me to commend you on a job well done. No, nothing both went according to plan. We nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. It was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been going through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling too. I heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, but maybe that's how I think about them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... when? Not if. That time will come, at least. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young old conscript citizen Garly and Omega, none of that matters. They all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do, but if I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows. Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Alright then, I best begin preparing for these new recruits. Azurius, Lise, it's been a pleasure. I will take, this thing, I guess? Alright, that's one half done. Time for the other half. Which is over there. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. All right, time for this side. Got everything you need? Good, then let's be off. Alright, so there's a fate right here. Not going to do it though. So right over here. Quiet, hear that? There's a cerulean engine backfiring. Imperials. You gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. You grow up hunting in these lands. You learn to discern the sounds of what can mean life and death, be they a predator or our patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have 7-man patrol augmented with single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it, then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. Armor should be the ones to the west. Azure is best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. There should be enough time to get in position. Rendezvous on the west bank after... Any questions, no? And good luck. Would you just screw her off. I'm trying to do something. Wrong button. Let's set this down. Looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from the other provinces with low training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they do seem to you if the roles were reversed. Don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, soldier piling one of those can kill a dozen good men in a blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. I'll take this thing. Right, I believe we rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their mission patrol. Oh, I can get up that. There we go. Around here somewhere, right? Wrong button. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. So the forces of Castrum Oriens were under the command of Flame General Arban Aldin, did you not? Rager, the bull of Alamigo himself. I never dreamed I had a chance to meet the legend. Shouldn't be too far from the town now. I could probably just teleport right there. Probably should. Alright, so now that I'm here... I teleported the wrong one. This one. You don't need to get some used to there. Okay. Not you.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from miles around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development in Castellum Vinodina. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, maybe before the day is out. More Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't disparage just yet. This shipment is thought to have been containing a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. It's a well-laid ambush. We are confident we can destroy them all, entering their development, delaying future development. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they would have their rallying cry. It would mean more dropping all pretense at the Alliance, so not wanting to go to war with the Empire. But you have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight like if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly, and so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols and bait them into bringing the prototype weapons to the East End. Our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if the field test is imminent. Say you. Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of this plan anon. And for our part, will be fighting against with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. I guess I will take this thing. Be careful to avoid needless shows of force from this side of the wall. That's all about the change, and when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it as a foregone conclusion. My thanks. For Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial Graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map, right here. Hi, patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well. Sounds good to me. A lot of random quests over here. I probably should take those at some point because some of them probably are. That's what I'm looking for. Like jobs. There we go. And that should be that. Mess with their like patterns around and they have no idea what to do. And I get more of my stuff. And I jump off my mount for some reason, even though I didn't hit the dismount button. Really? Okay. What's going on? Back that way. Scouts report that unit escorting the prototype weapons is left for Costello and Venudina. The resistance is already in position. We have yet to put for our guests to arrive.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once! Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Get after them, damn you!
Do this.
Now I've gotcha!
Let's take care of all of them. Yeah, it did. It got canceled out. Okay, so while you are attacking that, I'm gonna go after you. You gotta lay this. Working on it, but it has a lot of health. Not over there.
You'll be weeping blood! A little bit more quickly. Hi. As a raging bull!
How are they still not taking these two out yet? They have so much health. This is ridiculous. He who fights and runs? What the? Well, amigo, let none escape. And now this battle just got much easier. Because there's more people! Set this here. Do this, do this, do this. Buttons. Hit all the buttons. Yeah, this thing's health just drains much quicker now. Mainly it's because it's like they wanted me to get to this point in the thing, and then it's all good. That's taken care of.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Aye! Run and tell your Viceroy! The day belongs to El Amigo! Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo has had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Camp. 'Twas Marshal Terrapin who made this plan, and all of you Resistance and Alliance alike who carried it out to perfection. I would that they did, not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I have no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. Been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle, Monago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the cache room then. Azurius, Mistress Olivier, once more you have my thanks, as Master Kemp said, until the next battle. Heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself beating the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, huh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. I'll take this thing, I guess. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. And for that, I could teleport. Oh, there are thingies that I could use. Only like 2 of them. Didn't realize that. I probably should attune to those. If I even need to, anyway. It is on the way there, so I might as well get it. I gotta attune to it. It's a small town of only like 2 of them, and that's hilarious. Probably some benefit to doing so, though, so I might as well. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance resistant fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smash them. We'll remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. Beginning of a campaign by the United Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, or in the Autumn War, and that was to defend our invasion, against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our communist past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. We will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Azarius, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. What do we got? We got stuff and things. We'll take this thing. Alright. Earrings. They all suck. Alright. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. The operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several among the Scion ranks that are quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, who I am to come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Aaron Lentinus. I'm here to fight to free Alamigo. For an Alamigo, a woman like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. That's a name and a half. You're a true-born son of Guru Rabanya, same as me. That's not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks in the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once the new recruits have received sufficient training, I'll propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castello and Venodina. Then in the meantime, we'll make what preparations we can.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by Resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my house. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
That quest is literally a cutscene. Right then, I got duties to attend to. Yeah, we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help after all. Here you have been so busy, so I understand if you require time to rest. However, it seems sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. Be grateful for any and all the help you can offer. Yes, Grant, I guarantee you won't want for work. Garbage, garbage, garbage! They're all garbage. I'll grab this garbage. There we go. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, where is our next thing? Over there and there. There's two of them. Okay. Keep that in mind, but first let me go over here. Can I go under here? I can. Yeah, let's attune to this one. There you go, that's everything. Oh, neat. Would have been slightly useful earlier. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them on to me should you have a chance to find them. Now for the other one. They're all in these areas. Okay. So let me get this other quest really quick. As well, I'll talk to the recruit that's right here. Teacher calls for me? I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitek army, you see. And yes, of course, there's some time. If you would excuse me. You wanted to help, do you? Seeing as I'm in no position to lead the stew pot I intended, could you ask for Teb for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so, whatever he's got on his hand should suffice. Not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sword you add. As long as you add something, I'll be here when you get back. Okay. I gotta go up there anyway for one of the things, so I might as well just get them all. I'm not moving, though. There you go. I hate when it interrupts me like that when I'm not moving. I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius von Basser wishes to offer me his assistance. I say, this is highly irregular. Oh, I've heard you said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, for the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for all else, I think it's important for that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had in mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, asking for motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. May take down the statements in this log, and Azurius, thank you for your service. Now and ever after. Six sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. There you go. Reindeer you have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you find growing underfoot, even in the reach. Alright, my map is literally all red now because of all these things I gotta do. Okay, so I got to question people and things and stuff. So let's take a look around, see if we can find anybody. There we are. Oh, bugger, you were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. Can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Found one. One's all the way up here. Alright, so in here. Hello. Why'd I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was the Avenger friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and the passing soldier snapped up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a full steel in the gut for his troubles. On my way here, and that was that. Alright, and down we go. But I'm not moving! Why does it keep interrupting me? Okay, so around here but down. we are. Okay, that should lower all the red dots on my map. I talked to you after the fact, right? Nope, I was just talking to you. Okay. There you are. Okay, so somewhere up above, probably up there, but first, fire recruits. You're missing your practice, dude. Good over there. There we are. Got it. Okay, moving on. Let's see, we got one up this way and one over there. Okay, now I gotta go up that way. And last herbs. Thank you. I might as well, since I keep seeing them. Yes, I got them. There you go. And thank you. Experience good. Now all that's left is turn in the one over here. Yes, I have. Here you go. A log of everything they said. Thank you. All those turned in. Now I got the one over here. But before that, I probably should take care of my white mage quest. Okay. If I ever can close that, thank you. I'm guessing you unlock a class, right? Oh, just ether current. I'm gonna accept that. Get ether current time. There you go. Thank you. What about you? Ether current? Oh. Okay. I'll do this later. Not now. Unless it's like close on my map. That's not very far. Let's do this. Hello, Azure. I thought you might be along soon. As for Gaddy, I spotted her more than a few times, but she flees the moment she sees me. One thing I've learned, though, is that whether the whispers lead, that's where Gaddy is to be found. And since the forest spirits are particularly agitated today, we should have no more trouble tracking her down. Come with me to a place we lost her the last time. We can start a search from there. I don't know why. I felt like I read that sentence wrong, so I already read it like 6 times, and I was correct every single time in my head. So I was like, what? All right, let's do this really quick. Yep, I still get attacked while we're in this. That's fine. It's really hard to like position this properly and get these all down. There we go, and then oh. Why am I not hitting you? Is it just because whatever? Take care of the other one. I like that heading towards a different quest using magic tech armor. That's hilarious. Speaking of which, getting closer. Yeah, I can leave this thing now. Alright, I'm in the area for the search, so right there, found it. Not hard, especially when Sophie's sitting there right next to the destination. It's like, not really. That good. Now I can use its destination. It's terribly faint, but I sense a thread of unease leading away from here. Come on, it's this way. Okay, I guess I'm going this way now. You gotta stop putting their destination markers next to spawns. Because now while I'm surveying, I can get attacked. When you're around, I find I can hear the voices of elementals more clearly. It's easy to be tranquil when you have a veteran white mage at your side. Let's move on, shall we? Somewhere around here. Did I say Dur World? Oh, Dim World. I'm like, Dur World. All right. Serpent scouts don't venture often into this area. Suppose there aren't a lot of Imperial troops wandering around in the muck. Did you see her? I think that might be Callie's mother. Come on, let's go. Even further to the south? Where's let's go, though? Oh, it's that. Wow, that's teeny. Okay. Gee, I can't imagine where they live. Level 67? I'm not even that high level yet. Alright. Careful, Azure. She seems awfully angry for some reason. I know why you're here, and you'll not have her. Now, unless you want to sprout feathers, it's time for you to leave. You're Gaddy's mother, aren't you? We're not here to take her away. We're here to help her. I'll not fall for your lies, Conjurer. Get away. From us. Ah, not now. Mama. No, Gaddy, they'll see you. I'm fine, it's just one of my turns. Gaddy, you're a Pagel. Mama, no, you can't. Ah, the ether, it's overwhelming. The Void Santa come to feed. We can't let them hurt her. Well, let's see what I can do about this. take care of these. Yeah, I love just being able to spam this sometimes. Let's take care of that thing. That did a lot of damage. Please heal me. Thank you. I mean, I know I could heal myself, but I'd be like bouncing back and forth between damage and healing. Getting out of the way of that. Hey, he's fine. Just exhausted from expelling so much ether. She'll wake up after she's had a chance to rest. Speaking of which, you should be resting too. Your heart's in bad shape, isn't it? I managed to calm the attack, but the condition itself is beyond my art to heal. It grows worse by the day. I'm grateful for all you've done today, Conjurer, but not this change. My daughter stays with me. Please, just leave us. Listen to me, we did not come to whisk away your child. If we wanted to, we could have taken her while you lay senseless. We can't learn what was upsetting the elementals and what could be done to ease their disquiet. Seems the answer lies in stopping the Void Send from coming after Gaddy. Can you truly stop those monsters from hunting her? The worse my illness becomes, the more often they come sniffing about. Creatures of nightmares they are, with the greedy eyes and grasping claws. We'll help you in any way we can. I'm Sophie, and this is Azurius. Please, tell us more about Gaddy and these monsters. No, your Gridanian charlatans are not to be trusted. You saved us this time, it's true. But if you don't go now, the whisper of my bow will be the last thing you'll ever hear. Wait, I'm begging you. We promise not to say a thing to the guild. We swear by the matron herself. Right, Azurius? Conjurers I met before were arrogant, condescending. You, on the other hand, seem far more sincere. I'll take you at your word, for now. My name is Sanch. It was 12 years ago that I led Gridania with my infant child. She was born in Padgel, and you know what that means. She was chosen by fate, destined to convey the elemental's will to the people of Gridania. The conjurers would have snatched her from my arms and taught her to be a servant of the forest spirits. By Gridanian law, they are well within their rights to do so. When my husband was dead and Gaddy was all I had left, I could not bear to let her go, so I fled. I can hardly imagine how hard it must have been, living out here in the wilds, raising a child by yourself. Well, I can understand the choice you made. Gaddy's lacking control over her patchouli power, putting you both in danger. Ether bleeds from her in a torrent whenever she's upset or afraid, drawing in the void set again and again. I hate to say this, but there may come a day when you won't be able to stop them. But not that can be done. We just want to live in peace. Here's an idea. I'll stay with you and teach Gaddy how to control her ether. That way I can continue your treatment and solve this problem with the Void Sen at the same time. All without telling the Conjurers Guild, of course. Hello again, Gaddy. Use my conjurer to help your mother feel better. You like to learn some magic too? Really? You know magic that can help Mama? Please teach me. Thank you. This means so much to us. We can talk more inside the house. I'll walk them inside. Please return the Castrum Oriens. I'll see you back there, Azurius. Alright, time to go back here by teleporting. Alright, let's take care of this. I'm sorry, I sort of took matters in my own hands there. I know it's a lot to ask, but can you please keep this a secret from the Guildmaster for the time being? Thank you, Azurius. I don't want the guild to take Gaddy away from her mother. See what happens when the girl gets upset. Besides, it's not sure it might be long for this world. Gaddy will spend as much time with her as possible. I know what it was like to lose a loved one. Please don't think emotions sway my brother's judgment. I thought this through, and I understand it won't be easy. That's why I need your help. Next one is at level 68. Alright. I got some levels to go before that. Alright, let's take care of this other one that's up there that I didn't get to. Wish I could run faster in this thing. Really? I can't jump this? Why can't I jump this? There we go. I know I could jump it. Getting stuck in a corner, though, while on half health, though, that's not a good. I'm surprised I did 3 white mage quests right now without getting a single skill from it. Weird to me. But whatever, next one we go. Bam. And now I gotta wait. Really? One's left? There we go. Alright, that's taken care of, so now I just go back and report. Oh, it's up there. Okay. There you go. Give me my ether current, please. Yep. Alright, now back to Augur's Reach. Next quest is right there. Where could I have got to? Pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of destroy anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it. I have been him. I had it this morning. Not that much I know for certain, and I've not left the reach since. It's gotta be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier. It might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and you could easily just buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Okay. Guess I'm going that way. I get stuck on a porch. Alright. We're in this hallway here, I would imagine. There you are. Found it. Oh, he's not that far. All right. Found your thing. And here you go. That's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessing of the monks. Then Theodoric came and burned all the ground. And after him came the Garleans, who even cared even less about our beliefs. But I still keep it to the old ways, and still do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories in the scripture as my mother taught me. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Zuri, so I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. Pleased to me and inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stayed ready to contribute. As discussed, Monago, I would have you present my proposal to for the assault on Castello and Viodina to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. And you and yours planning to return the cash from Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? It seems a fine suggestion, but I must first consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Estola wish to remain here to support the Pyrourgians, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. To the other side of the street. At least I can use this Ethernet shard. It's nice because the place is kind of small, but at the same time, getting to the other side is just annoying, so I might as well just warp directly there. And get stuck on that wagon. Hello. Is that the miss? Yes, see, that would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. The joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Fishguard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, or less on others' behalfs. This is war, and every side must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Amigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. Choices made for us ere we were born, brother. When the Empire marched on Eorzea. Let us up at nothing to subjugate our Solidar saw. Van Belsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your further is unsurprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am, of course, of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this was a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed information, then yes, I'm so wholly committed to this cause. For it's ultimately the self-same cause I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Lulaswa in the Circle of Knowing, salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. I said I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment. Hell is more to come after. I came here from Infilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Vishtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Azurus, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, man who slew Gaius van Balser and some half-dozen primals besides, presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every son, must decide for yourself. Really giving me this choice right now? Well said indeed. Take care, Shola Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Please, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go. Our Minago will leave without us. I would persuade you to join us, Azurius. Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Ashram Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure I convinced Minago to wait a little while longer. Nope, I don't really need to do anything fancy. I'm just gonna go. And get stuck on this cart. So you'll be accompanying us. Full glad I am to hear it. All set? Excellent, then let's be off. Then guess, accompanying them means they go to do that, and then I literally just teleport to Castrum Oriens. I'm traveling with you guys. Yay! All right. Let me talk to you. Welcome back, comrades. What's the news? Greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming any motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large to the parts of the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castello and Velodina. Capture Velodina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Guardians learn of our plans to summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Velodina watched. Assess his defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Tarapin? By all means. If that is all, then let's be about it. Conrad and the General of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about the reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. I will take this thing. Let's see if it's better than what I got. It's not. Okay, whatever. I do need to update my gear set, actually. There we go. So, before I continue on and assault Velodina in any way, shape, or form, I am actually going to call it here for today. Because it's getting late and I want to eat dinner. So, yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. I'm hungry. That's human life for you. But yes, thank you all for coming. And if you're on Twitch or on YouTube, hello and goodbye. You all have a good day.